Well, Jerry, you know, one of the first things you do when on Sunday you start breaking down film is my eyes would go right to the defensive ends and say, you know, if the opponent has one of those, which one of those is a Chase Young, you start putting a plan together on how to block him. And here, obviously, Indiana's overmatched. That left tackle, he can't handle him by himself. You see how fast Chase goes around him.
Right.
And so they're going to say, okay, the tailback we're going to actually double him. This is how good Chase and how fast. Watch how fast. The tailback's job is to get his hands, but the tackle barely touches him. And you can see the ability. And this is one thing Coach Larry Johnson, he works on every day with these kids, is the ability, they call it run the hoop.
Right.
And you can see and watch his right hip close, and he gets right around that tackle so fast. And most guys that aren't athletic enough can't have that tight bend to the quarterback.
Coach, let's look at the next one because I know there's a subtlety to Chase's rush here that is very unusual. Take us through that.
Yeah, when you go recruit a player, and this I learned just over years of experience, and also I would sit in with NFL scouts and I'd say, tell me what you're looking at here. And everybody wants to get enamored with the get off. And I'm going to show you, I mean, both defensive ends have great get off here, okay? But watch Chase. So everybody, they're about the same on the get off, okay? The acceleration of field, and I'm going to keep going. Okay, both defensive ends are at the 45-yard line. The quarterback's in the pocket. The ability to close his right hip, which Chase at the bottom is doing,
got it.
You can see that he will not go any further upfield. And that's a big man now. That's a 6'5", 260-pound man that's stopping on a dime here and going directly to the quarterback. Watch this.
He's anticipating the quarterback stepping up probably, course, right where he's going, right?
Yeah, the defensive end, for whatever reason, gets pushed by. Watch Chase Young. He doesn't gain another yard of depth. That's as good as I've ever seen.
Coach, this is a little different pass rush. They twist here. Explain the twist and why would you twist a defensive line?
Well, the high draft picks and the Bosa's of the world and Chase Young, they used to come off the field and be screaming, you know, quit moving me. I want to put my foot in the ground. So here's a TE, and the TE is this, that's the tackle. He's going to penetrate, and then you have an E. Okay, and a lot of times it is used for pass rush. If you have a lesser player and you need to help them against a great offense line, you want to get some movement. So I'm going to show you, this is a TE. So you can see the 3 technique, or Jay Sean Cornell gets penetration, well executed, and then Chase comes around and gets a sack. Okay, now let's talk about why they're doing it. If you have an elite pass rusher, you don't want to do that. You want to just let them go beat. If there's a mismatch, if I'm a defensive end, you're a tackle, and I'm better than you, let them play.
Right.
However, there's more to that. This situation is also a draw situation. And so you don't want to rush up the field. You're playing into the hands of the offense line. So there's 2 reasons to run twists. Number 1, if you're a lesser personnel against a very good offense line, that's number 1. Number 2 is you want to fill the rush lanes.
Right.
That means if you have both ends rushing upfield, there's a rush lane. So you want to create a twist inside to close the draw lane. So take a look here. So I would say, with knowing that Larry Johnson, knowing Chase Young, they did this for one reason. They're expecting a draw.
Right.
And you can even see the linebackers are kind of slow to get out of there. This is a draw down. They run a twist to close the gaps. You can see if they hand the ball off, there's nowhere to go. And then Chase's speed and power, he just blows right by the center. And once again, when you watch him put his left foot in the ground, he doesn't keep running by the quarterback.
Right.
This poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. I mean, by the time he puts his 1, 2, 3 hitch, it's over. Zone coverage, you keep the ball in front of you. This is where Ohio State has made some great transition and day 1 install, I call it. That means first day they're playing zone coverage. This is pure zone. And this is, you can see there's free access throws, but everything's in front of them too. And this is, I think, I know, I'm just watching every team across America. You've seen more and more zone coverage. Why? Because teams have gotten so good at beating man coverage.
So what's going to catch up to zone coverage? What's the next step for the offense?
I think, when you look back, it's just bleeding people, and people don't have patience anymore in offense. It's score. I was one of those guys, let's score. And you're going to have to be very patient. That means throwing hitches and throwing underneath routes and all that, check downs, and slowly moving the ball down the field. Who has the patience and discipline to do that? I think those are the teams that are going to win.